Hello everyone, Shawn, Kenney here, and playing some more Spore. We're continuing on in the space stage. I've spent a little bit of time, spent all our money, and I was just upgrading all our cities. So hopefully we'll be able to actually start producing a little bit more spice than we were. We're just getting like a couple spice blocks every time it refreshes. But a lot of our cities were more or less empty, so I've kind of gone and I've gone through all the cities more or less and spent all my money. There's a few spots I think this city could use a little bit more upgrading, but for the most part I've tried to fill in all the cities that weren't filled up before. Really the next thing I need to do is start developing some relationships, making some money. Unfortunately, like these pink guys are just like expanding. Like, we're not really getting much of an opportunity to get out and explore because they're just encroaching our territory completely. This like a brand new planet's just popped up in the last minute or so, and they're taking over more. So let's get some more missions, and pink spices. I could use a little more information. So if you're able to find the planet Pisces in the Kalen system, they're really okay. Let's find them. Oh, they're getting 5 minutes. All right. Once again, these sort of missions to go find a particular planet in a particular star system with no real indications. So it's like, okay. Kalen Stars, there's no, we can get travel tales maybe, visited, so we can toggle a few things on. Unfortunately there's no, someone was asking whether there's lists, like a list of systems, maybe that you've explored. There's nothing like that. As far as inventory, like once something's in your inventory, you can't move it around really. You can eject them, or I could just sort of hit the X. Do you want to destroy it if I wanted to? So you know that there's sort of a lot of things in the game that people kind of expect out of games these days. And while they had a whole lot of customization options, I mean, there's a whole lot to say, a lot of good things to say about Spore. But when they sort of fall, it really ruins the experience in a lot of ways. So, you know, I want to do this mission. Once again, we're kind of in the same, like, extremely kind of dull situation of having to, you know, manually mouse over a star after star. And, you know, unfortunately this is kind of where, you know, you want, like, you're real excited about getting to the space stage. You know, it gives the most options as far as, you know, you really get to see the engine come into its own when you're in the space phase, and the ability to modify planets and terraform. No, this Kalen system. I mean, honestly, Kalen. There we go. Okay. It's in another. I guess I have to get a little closer, and we'll be able to get this mission done, and maybe get these guys to be slightly more. Okay, so retrieve 1 pink spice from the planet. Okay, we want to. Okay, well, they won't trade. Is there a new... So we're going to have to do a mission for these guys in order to get the pink spice to do the mission for the other guys. So, yeah, let's do... thank you for so long. Okay, so they want a tribal member from the pirate Tijigen. Once again, you know, more searching for planets, and so this may very well be my last video on Spore, just because You know, maybe I'll continue working on it, and if I get to the point where I have sort of all the stuff unlocked, maybe I'll do a final video where I can show the different tools, the different, you know, sort of the fun part of being able to go to planets and drop down monoliths and do that. Like, in the meantime, like, the gameplay is kind of going to be pretty darn dull. I wonder if we a Goomflop. No, we want from the planet Pyturn at the Lantho system. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know if you guys want to be sitting here watching me literally mouse over. No, that's Lantho. I want different. So, you know, like I said, maybe I'll... Yeah, there it is. Lantho. Okay, so... You know, we'll do a little bit of this, see how far we get, you know, but if it's, unfortunately, like, as much as I want to say a lot of great things about this game, you know, there's so many, like, the customization options are great, all the, customability of it. Like, there's so much to say that I really like. Like, you know, like this whole, like, just flying around the planet. Like, what a great little idea for even for a real-time strategy, like a globe. I think we're starting to see. I think there's some games that may be looking at using that type of system, but you know, everything kind of falls down. So I'm trying to find a planet member. Oh, you know what? I'm on the wrong planet. That's why I was distracted by the signal. So we got something. A tool. Tentacle arm. Click and drag on the planet to set the start point and direction of a tentacle arm. Okay, well, okay, so we got a new. This is a terraforming feature. So. Start a tentacle arm. Where will that go? Alright. So it kind of makes a ridge. Oh, that's neat. Alright, so we need to abduct a creature here. There we go. Alright, so we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I've been, at least we'll be able to get this one done, I hope. And where do I need to return? I'm guessing it was these guys over here, wasn't it? Okay. And we'll need some pink spice from these guys to complete the other mission. Alright, so we might actually be able to get some missions going here. Pleasure to help so long. Okay, well, actually, alright, they'll trade with us, and want to sell our red spice and get a bunch of money, and I only want to buy, actually just buy one of them. That's all we need, and I wonder if it would be worthwhile maybe getting some more. We don't have a whole lot of money. I don't know whether we'd be able to sell that for more or less. Let's just get the one for now. And we'll go complete this other mission, and maybe they're still not quite happy with us at this point to set up maybe a trade route, but I think I don't know if it matters. Do we have to go to the exact same planet? I'm not sure. Let's try. We came here to get the mission. Let me just try the next planet over just to see whether I can turn the mission in at another one of the Empire's. Doesn't like you. Of course, we don't like no one. Okay, so no, yeah, obviously went to the wrong place. Okay, well, we definitely, maybe buying that pink stuff would, the pink spice would give us a profit. So we'll remember that, and we'll head over here. We'll turn. Yeah, so obviously you have to go back to the specific planets, and that's one of my biggest things with the space is you know, sure that giving them planet names and everything, but there's no sort of general indication of where they are. How to find them, especially in a vast galaxy like this. Some kind of navigation system would be really helpful. So I could buy a basic cargo hold from them. We won't do that quite yet. They're still not. We're gonna have to do more missions with them. Let's just do a little bit of economic haggling here, though. Let's go buy up these guys. Pink spice. They only have 4 left, but now we have a little bit more money. So let's do that. Let's buy it all, and then we'll be able to. Maybe we'll do a quick pit stop by our home planet. So this is going to be quite a bit of the next series of gameplays. Is pretty much that's why I'm going to probably skip through a bit of it, because it's literally just sort of going planet to planet, developing relationships, doing these little missions. As quite a bit of them are fairly random, but they're random of the same sort of sort. Maybe go to a planet and defend, attack someone who's attacking you, find a particular plant or animal and return it, or bring them spices or artifacts. So let's trade with these guys. We'll be able to sell this pink spice at like a great profit. Oh yeah, loving it. They really don't have any desire for the red spice. I'm going to take a little bit of a risk, and let's buy up all their blue spice. I think that was about, I forgot to check that, it was about 5,000 each, so we want to sell that off. Maybe our guys will buy it. I don't know. Let's give that a quick try. Yeah, what do you guys, that's really not the best profit margin. I'm hoping for a little bit more money. Almost out of energy though, so I'm gonna have to let's do a quick trip here and see if these guys will buy some blue spice for more than 10,000. They are not. Crop circles, I could buy that. Jeez. Okay, well, I could buy some more spice and sort of double down. Why not? Let's. Oh, we earned a merchant badge for buying spice. I guess that's neat. These guys are probably not going to want to buy blue spice because they produce blue spice, but maybe they'll buy. Well, they're not the best price for the red spice, but we'll sell it. And 17. Okay, that's a good profit. I'll sell all the yellow spice, and we may just have to bite the bullet here and sell the blue spice. Let's try this. Incoming transmission from the Ape Empire. Oh. Okay. For guaranteeing our future, pay us 10,000. Oh well, I don't want to. You don't want to give in to the demands of terrorist apes with space helmets, but 10,000's a really small amount to basically keep them from getting pissy with us. So we're gonna have to continue doing missions. Oh, looks like we've actually turned these orange guys somewhat friendly. So maybe we can set up a trade relationship. Greetings, nice to see you. So not a huge profit on the blue spice, but some profit. Let's go back and let's see if we can set up a trade route. It sounds absolutely wizard. Okay, ship all your best party hats and refreshments. Excellent. So we have a trade route established. Excellent. We have a bunch of more money now. I'll be able to. Oh, look at that, trade routes. Look at that. We're gonna be raking in the monies now. We haven't produced any more red spice. So let's see what we can now get. Actually, let's. I want to go back. Let's recharge. Okay, so we have a few more terraforming tools at our disposal. You know, some raise and lower terrain, they're fairly cheap, or leveling terrain. I don't think I'm going to get those quite yet. Crop circles are, I guess tribes interact with them. Kind of more, you know, if you just want to go and crop circle some planets. We could buy a cargo hold upgrade, which is good. That's always a good one to get as well. Let's get a colony. To start off, though, let's get a colony, or should we get a colony pack? Let's actually get an atmosphere generator. We'll try that out. We do have a colony that basically has no atmosphere, so that's really quite expensive. We won't buy anything else quite yet. Keep a bit of money on hand, and let's go have a look at our colony planet that it's really not producing anything because it's currently on a planet with a really low terraforming score, and we can have a look at that. Okay, so here we are. Get down to the planet. So as you can see, we're on basically a T0 planet. This planet doesn't support life of any sort at all. Let's try and find our colony here. There it is. Okay, so you know, while we do have a colony on here, we're not able to actually build any houses. The terra score is way too low. Yeah, there's a lot of options in here. You know, we could do decorations as well, set up a national anthem. We could randomize one. Anyways. So yeah, we can't really terraform, do anything with this planet yet because the terraform score is really low. So what we'll do is we'll place the atmosphere generator down here. And this is going to start generating us an atmosphere. Now, I forget whether it just goes, you know, brings it up one level, or a certain line. Now, if you see on the left side here, this is kind of like a diagram of where the planet sits. So the red dot is the planet, and it's, you know, it's on the graph of between super dense atmosphere and no atmosphere, really low cold and really high. So we're in a good temperature range, and as we add atmosphere, it's raised that dot up a little bit, but it didn't quite make it. Oh, yeah, looks okay. We've made it just into the tier 1 bracket, so it'll support basically a small plant, a medium plant, and a large plant. It won't support any actual animals at this point. Now, if I check my cargo hold, we have a large plant and a medium plant. So we can actually, we'll click on that, transport that down, and that has added a medium. So that is now the medium planet. That's taking up one of the planets, the medium plant spot in the terraforming. So we'll need to kind of fill these up as we go to sort of support more complex ecology on the planet. So we'll need to maybe grab a small, I guess we need a small plant spot. Okay, so let's, we're not quite there yet. Let's go back to our home planet, and we can grab some, a small plant. And here we go. So you see those pink guys are like super expanding. Oh yeah, we've produced another red spice. It does take a little while. Like I said, I'm going to have to maybe now get a little bit more money. I'm going to finish up the all my cities. I don't know whether this is a small. These are animals. So what am I? There we go. That should be. I should have a small plant in here. There we go, small plants. So we're just going to be bringing some of our native plants and animals to our new colony world. Here we go. Let's get this planet set up, and then we'll be able to actually build that colony out a little bit more. Alright, now we just need to add our small plant here, and just left click and it goes into sort of a beam that beams them down. Alright, so we have a tier 1 planet. Alright, so now the animals, or the plant spots are filled, and we can start adding some animals. So there's 2 herbivore spots and a carnivore or omnivore spot. So we have a herbivore. No, I guess I need to get another animal. I should have checked that, whether we had enough. But we can do just a quick little... Thankfully, our home planet is nearby. We'll just do a quick little jaunt over there. Now, I could go to other planets and find other species to populate it. But our current planet is pretty good. We'll spread our life from our planet. That would seem to make sense. So we'll just grab a few random creatures. What do we get here? Oh, we got... Okay, so we got some small plants. I've got a herbivore, another herbivore. We got an omnivore. That'll do. That'll get us started as far as a biosphere. We'll have some plants and animals, and we'll be able to start building up our colonies on this planet. And that will start getting us more red spice. So we're going to have to start expanding our colonies and getting to more and more places. So let's get the herbivore down. There we go. There's one of those guys. Alright, and we'll need another herbivore. And we only need one example, and that will basically populate the entire planet, which is, you know, nice and handy. There. Oh, look at that. We've terraformed a planet from a T0 to a T1 score. So we can bring down the shield. Oh, look at that. The barren moons to a lush... yeah, okay, so we can, fruitful colonies, mine spice that can be traded. Excellent. So let's go to our colony, and we will, you know, it's easier if I do actually have the map set up, and I can see where it is on the planet. Otherwise I could be circling around to the wrong axis for a long time. Alright, so now our colony is, you know, getting populated. And apparently it wants us to select our house again. So we're just going to keep going with the default. Like I said, I could customize completely everything there. Let's just go with pretty much the same old as what we were using in the other on our home planet. And I think once this is selected, though, it stays there, so I won't have to do this for every planet that we set up. Where was the factory that I was using? There, we'll have a space factory like that. That'll work. All right, and we'll just pick an entertainment. The one we're using. Okay, so we have some buildings to use, so I can just go in, and it's just like it was previously. It's a kind of, yeah, it's a standard sized city, so we just gonna fill it up with houses here. Oh, but these, okay, setting up the buildings on this planet are much more expensive than it is on our home planet. So that's good to know. We'll have some entertainment. I don't have enough for a factory. Let's kill one of the houses. Let's add a factory. Okay, those don't work like that. It's the most efficient. Okay, so we're gonna have to try and, you know, make it efficient. Although it does seem to be. See, where's each of our cities on our planet? We're doing like 1.5 per hour. This is doing 36. So, well, that's interesting. All right, well, we got the first colony started. What do we have? Reward: mini pulse, mini auto blaster, small health. We place 5 colony buildings. All right, so that's sort of the start of our colony world. We'll let that start producing some spice. We'll need to make a bunch more money to continue to upgrade it. Eventually we'll be able to add more cities to it. If I have a look at some of the cities here, apparently I have some pink spice. They say it was not producing nearly as much spice, even though, I thought I had them fairly well set up. Maybe I could use more factories, but I want to keep people happy as well. A bit of a trade-off. So I think this is probably a good spot to leave off. Like I said, at this point, it really is just a matter of I'm going to have to keep doing. We got these guys friends with us. I'm going to have to really work on the pink guys, maybe do some missions until they're friendly, to set up a trade route, and the trade route will help. Oh yeah, so I think it might work the same way as the economics. See, there's I can't move the mouse up to highlight, but if you look in at the bottom, it looks like we have a little money bag, and it might be moving along. So along the bar, although probably really slowly. Save the planet Unomi from economic disaster. Okay, so this will happen as well from time to time. We're urgent message. Our ecosystem on the planet is at great risk. A virus is spreading. Oh wow, we just set up the planet, and already they have an economic disaster on their hands. Eradicate the infected kobolds. Okay, we'll do this quickly, I guess. And then, and this is the other thing that happens a lot is, you're way out doing some missions, and then all of a sudden one of your colonies has an issue, and they can happen. They all happen randomly, so they oftentimes can happen at the same time. Especially if you have a large empire, lots of planets. Stuff is happening all the time, and it's really difficult. You only have the one ship. You can't. Especially it's difficult if you, that's why I'm going to try and avoid getting into combat with other alien species, because what happens is your colonies end up getting under attack. I'm just killing everything that's even near the infection. And so, yeah, so, space empires will start sending ships out after your colonies, especially, it's not too bad if you only have like a couple colonies, you can more or less keep an eye on it, but as your empire gets larger and you get more colonies, it's almost impossible to sort of be everywhere at the same time. It really, you just can't. And so what happens is your colony worlds are like, oh, I have this economic disaster, we got defend us here, there, you have a bunch of stuff going on, and maybe you're trying to do a mission to get the guys to stop attacking you, but you're always being pushed and pulled in different directions, and there's sort of no there's no sort of flow to it, if I could say it that way. It really, it doesn't seem to give you a chance to get your bearing, and because when you're in the space age, at this point you kind of want to poke around, like, oh, let's explore, and maybe I can scan some different species and see what's going on. Maybe I want to terraform a planet and just spend a lot of time playing around with the terraforming tools. But you don't always really get that. Another thing is, like, those generators are really expensive and they're a one-shot use. So, I've used my one atmospheric generator. I'll need like 2 more atmospheric generators to get this colony world up to a much better terraforming score. But as you level up, though, eventually there will be tools that aren't sort of one shot. They just use energy, your ship's energy, in order to, say, convert the atmosphere or increase temperature or whatnot. But that's where it is. There's no asteroids or anything. That you have comets flying around. I see once again another incoming transmission from the Ape Empire. What they're probably going to want some money, I'm guessing. Yeah, they want another. Yeah, well, okay, we'll send them this time, but let's. I want to have to work on doing some missions for these guys. So I think this is where we'll end it here. Like I said, I'll probably at this point just expand out a little bit, maybe work on getting a little bit of an empire and unlocking a bunch of the tools, and then I can just maybe go through and show you a bunch, as much of the tools as possible. The terraforming, a lot of these are really neat. They're a lot of fun. It gives you a lot of options for making the planets look any way you want them to, colonizing them with life. Unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit to get there, but it's pretty tedious, like mission, just doing a mission, coming back, collecting spice from all your systems, selling it, buying, selling. You're pretty much just sort of going through the basic motions. So I'll sell them all this and get a bunch of money, and maybe we'll do a mission here. Can you bring us one for study? Yeah, so once again, understand we'll have 3 minutes to do it. Yeah. So once again, they're sending us back to the Kalen system to see. I'm wondering now, is that going to make them hostile, or is this just going to be a normal alien? Let's have a look here. Oh no, this is not the right system. They want us to go to the... Oh no, never mind. That was they wanted the Pisces planet. That's where I was getting confused here. So we'll pick up this. As you can see, this is pretty much what it's going to, just what it's going to be. Let's go abduct some aliens, return them to the people that want the aliens, so that they like us more. Let's sell our red spice. Now, we can generally buy these from alien species for sometimes cheaper than you can from your home planet. But we have 2 minutes or so to return. So I keep saying that we're going to end it here, and I keep going, but really we'll just end it here. Maybe we can end up getting these pink guys on our side so they don't keep extorting us for money. And yeah, one more thing we want to trade. Oh, mini pulse. Yeah, so we can upgrade our weapons, which would eventually something we're going to have to do. We got the Gopher. You've completed 5 delivery missions. Interstellar Drive 2. Alright, so that's great. That's allowing us to... we're getting more tools as well. Fireworks, repair pack, meteor shower, ice storm. Cool. Oh, look at that. And we've upgraded our space drive so we'll be able to travel further in each jump. Has your allied fleet... Oh yeah, as we... now we can't sort of build ships to defend our planets, but we can, like in the creature phase, and you can sort of get allies, and they will add a ship that will help you out. They'll basically just sort of fly around and attack anyone that attacks you. Alright, so the pink are friendly with us. I think we can set up a trade route now. So let's do that. Just got to go through the rates, menu options. No, I want diplomacy. There it is. Yeah. Okay. Trade route will increase the security of both our realms. Okay. Good. So we've set up trade routes with our 2 nearest neighbors, and so as you can see, looking here, I think we're slowly buying over that planet. So that's kind of the approach we're going to have to do, is just set up a bunch of trade routes and continue to expand financially that way. So, like I said, we're going to end it here now. Maybe the next video I'll probably just skip ahead until I have a bunch of the tools and can give you a rundown of everything you can do in the space, and then maybe we'll try and do a run for the center of the galaxy at that point, and we may or may not succeed, but this is pretty much all there is to Spore at this point. I said a few more tools in the space age that we'll be able to do, but we can't go to asteroids, or there's a few planets like the large gas giants you'll find, but you can't actually go down to them. You can only go down to planets that won't immediately crush your spaceship. You see the comets flying around. You can't actually go there, but eventually you can get a tool that can crash comets onto planets that basically give them water. They'll help you can use them to help terraform planets in the future. So, like I said, this would be pretty much probably the penultimate Spore episode, I think, and yeah, we'll continue on from there when I have a little bit more to show on Spore, and maybe we'll try and think of another game to show you guys, maybe along the same space lines, try and figure out something cool. Oh, look at that asteroid, just went zipping in and then out. Cool. Alright, well, thanks for watching. So long for now.